Hey everybody, it's Kevin here from the AutoZoo, and today I installed a new clutch master cylinder in my BMW E30. It's a 87, and I bought a Febi instead of an original BMW replacement part because I figured it would be a good replacement. And every time I look on seeing what people have to say about installing these or have a problem when they install them is their clutch pedal is up 1.5 inches too high from when they started, and everything seems the same. It's the correct part number and nobody knows why. And today I struggled with it for a couple hours until I finally pulled it all back again, took it all apart and put it on the bench, and I pulled both cylinders apart. I don't have the good BMW one, I have the Febi, but I'm going to show you the difference between the two and what happens why your clutch pedal sticks out too far. So the build difference between these two, they're pretty much the same in here. The BMW is much more solid shaft all the way through, great retainers on the end. It just feels like $1 million. It feels really strong. This one is very flexible, not all that strong. The BMW has a return spring, so when you do engage this, it pops it right back out to position perfectly. It does that under the hydraulic oil, but it gives it the assist. It'll never not pop back. Now, the one problem I found with the build on this design, as opposed to the BMW, is right here. And this is why your clutch pedal sticks out 1.5 inches further after you're done putting it in, and you're sitting there scratching your head wondering why. So I took them both apart on the bench, and when I took this one apart, I noticed, watch this. See this little clevis ball? Watch how easy it falls out. It shouldn't do that. It popped right out. And what happens is, during shipping, handling it, trying to maneuver it inside the car, just twisting it a little, you pop it right out of its socket. And because you have the sheath on there, the rubber boot, you can't tell. And it's still held together and feels normal. But what happens is, it'll all work. Everything, it doesn't have to be seated all the way in there all the way. It'll still work after you assemble it, but your clutch pedal is up 1.5 inches. And you scratch your head all day long wondering why. And this is how I found out why. I put them all back right. It was fine, but I'm not going to use the Febi. I don't like the way this is designed. I wasn't having a problem with my master cylinder. I was having a problem with my slave cylinder, and I replaced them both. So I left the Febi slave cylinder, which seems to be fine, and I put back my original BMW master cylinder. In the future, if you put one of these in, make sure the ball is seated on the end. And number two, just go ahead and spend the money and buy a BMW. It's built 10 times better. It really is.